USC Aiken and the Beachbelt Conference promote good sportsmanship by our student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, officials, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for immediate removal. Once again, thank you for your continued support of USC Aiken Athletics, the Beachbelt Conference, and the positive game environment that is the NCAA Division II. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken, for tonight's women's volleyball match featuring the visiting Livingstone Blue Bears and your USC Aiken Pacers. Let's meet the teams. First for Livingstone, wearing the dashing libero jersey, number 1, Alondra Rivera. Number 4, Jaquisha Rhymes. Number 5, Asia Long. Number 7, Chantel Billups. Number 8, Nanayakara Krishante. Number 10, Stevie Cotton. Number 12, Shantavia Wright. Number 15, Kira Eckhoff. And number 20, Diamond Alston. The head coach of the Blue Bears, Shannon Allen. And now let's meet your USC Aiken Pacers. Wearing number 1, Kayla Duggan. Number 3, Juliana Hopewater. Number 5, Brittany French. Number 6, Bryn Bonner. Number 7, Ellie Smith. Number 8, Alicia Hines. Number 9, Lauren Howard. In the posh libero jersey, number 11, Natalie Perrault. Number 13, Christine Carroll. Number 16, Kelsey Sperlin. Number 18, Julia Forster. Number 20, Juliette Narbonne. Number 21, Avery Macklin. Number 23, Emily Tilon. Number 33, Okane Obado. And number 88, Rebecca Martinez. The head coach of the Pacers, Glenn Cox. The assistant coaches, Chip Herring and Ali Safara. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd ask you to please rise as we honor America and those who defend our freedom, both at home and abroad, with the playing of our national anthem.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the USC Aiken Convocation Center for tonight's volleyball matchup between the USC Aiken Pacers and the Livingstone College Blue Bears. Pacers working on that impressive winning streak, 18 in a row so far. We'll see if they can keep that up against Livingstone. We'll give them a bit of a challenge here. Pacers have a bit of a different lineup out there. Instead of the normal libero for the day, Rebecca Martinez, Natalie Perrault will be wearing the libero jersey. And Christine Carroll not dressed for today's action. We'll see how that affects Coach Cox's game plan. We're about ready to get started. Marcus Johnson here, bringing you the action. Thank you for joining us. Should be a good one. As we said, Pacers on an 18-game winning streak. They are 18-2. Their only losses of the season so far coming at the beginning of the year, the first 2 games of the year in that big tournament down in Florida. Since then, they have been on a roll. Hit a few road bumps. I remember the match against Tusculum was a nail-biting 5-set matchup in which the Pacers were down 2-1. Managed to fight their way back and get the W. Just trying to sort out some last-minute details. And it looks like we are ready to go. Emily Telon will get the ball to start things off on the service. And here we go. Telon serve on its way. Received by the Blue Bears. Sent on over, and that's going to beat the blockers. A little bit of a tip pass. Asia Long gets credited with the kill there. And Blue Bears up 1-0 to start. Kiera Acuff will serve it. The only 6-footer on the team for the Blue Bears. She sends her serve on over. Pacers receive it. Telon sets things up for Abago, who finds the back corner for the kill. Allie Smith, an outstanding freshman. That one, especially when Avery Macklin tees it up. And Bryn Bonner coming onto the court in place of Okene Abago, who sits down. Bonner has an impressive serve as well. She definitely is deserving of the action she's seeing. Somehow sent over the net, but it's going to go out. Good effort there from Kiera Acuff, but she didn't get a good handle on it. Sailed out over the net. Bonner serving again. Another good serve. Corralled on the Blue Bears side. Tipped on over. Telon able to get to that with the dig. Allie Smith sets it up for Julia Forrester, whose attack looked like it was going out. But Jakisha Rhymes put a hand on it, and that's going to be a fortunate break for the Pacers as they get the point, and now lead at 5-2. Serve on its way. Sent right back over. Alicia Hines slams it down for the kill. Taking advantage of the mistake. That is what Alicia Hines has done all season, and she doesn't look to be stopping anytime soon. Another serve. Deep in the zone. Livingstone trying to get it on over. Overpass upcoming. Allie Smith receives that one. Telon will set things up for Julia Forrester, who finds the back corner for the kill. And a timeout coming up, an early timeout as the Pacers lead Livingstone 7-2. Before we take a break, I'd like to thank a couple sponsors, including Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue. Willie Jewell's, located just off of Whiskey Road. Every dish is served with a side of Southern hospitality, so stop on in and tell them Pacer Sports sent you. And, of course, who can forget the South Carolina Education Lottery? When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. Stay tuned. The Pacers are off to a good start early in set number 1, leading 7-2. Bryn Bonner still back to serve. We'll see if she can keep this hot streak going for the Pacers. Serve on its way. Picked up by Rhymes, set at the net by Acuff. Over and off the antenna on the attack. And that will be a point for the Pacers. Bonner on the serve again. Short serve. Good effort there to get that one by Billups, but nobody else able to pick it up. And that will be a service ace for Bryn Bonner. Had to give points to Billups there. She ran up and got that. Nobody else was home, though, to pick up her reception. Nice serve from Bonner. That one a little too hard. It sails out. And the Blue Bears will take over on the serve. Serving things now for Livingstone. Long. Ace is able to get it, and Emily Thielon going to send it over on the overpass. The attack coming up now from Billups. Pacers corral though. Thielon sets it up for Macklin, gets it through the blockers, and Shantavia Wright just couldn't come up with the dig. Went off her hand wrong. She wasn't in the right position for that as it ricocheted off of the blockers. Kelsey Sperlin and Lauren Howard coming onto the court. Macklin and Thielon will take a seat, and Lauren Howard will go back to serve. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action this season, but when she's in, she does well, especially on her serve. Looking for that back corner, and it's going to be a service ace for Lauren Howard. Howard serving again. This time it's a clean reception. Sent over, looking for that campfire kill. Natalie Perrault denies it with the dig. Hines sends it right back on over, but a whistle's going to blow the play dead. Net violation, the official call. And now Pacers leading it 12-3. And Howard serving again. Picked up by Long. Set at the net. Tip the attack. Good dig there by Lauren Howard, but unfortunately it went under the net, and Alicia Hines couldn't do anything about that one. And that'll be a good clean point for Livingstone. Stevie Cotton will serve for the Blue Bears. Pacers receive it. Howard will set it up for Kelsey Sperlin. Pops it over the blockers, and that'll be a kill for Kelsey Sperlin.
Kelsey Sperlin, 1 Pacers.
We see Hookwater getting the serve. Set at the net, the attack. Good attack, but it just sailed out. Had the right idea there, looking for that empty side of the court. Nobody was there, but just a little too much behind it. And Hookwater's serve again. Received by Long. Bump set, Long attacks. Perrault gets the dig. Howard sets it up for Kelsey Sperlin, and Sperlin finds the backcourt for a kill. Juliana Hookwater once again with the serve. Another good serve. Long receives that one. It's set at the net by Acuff. The attack. Allie Perrault digs that one out high into the air. Lauren Howard with the bump set. Overpass from Allie Smith. Again, Blue Bears sending it over. Pacers trying to corral it again. Howard sets it up for Kelsey Sperlin. Off the blockers and top of the net. Kept alive though. Sent right back over. Pacers scrambling for it. Good overpass from Allie Smith to keep the point going. Set by Acuff. The attack off the blockers and down. Alicia Hines and Kelsey Sperlin team up for that one. And it is a 16-4 lead for the Pacers. Hookwater serve off the top of the net. Livingstone able to get to it, however. Howard sets it up. Allie Smith on the attack. Good dig there by Rivera. Set from Cotton, tipped on over. Alicia Hines able to react to it. She jumped a little early for the block. Another attack, this time from Billups, sent back by the Pacers. Overpass off the top of the net. Lauren Howard able to get to that one. Natalie Perrault sets it up for Smith. Kept going, sent back over. Hines gets it, tips it down. And a whistle there. Going to be a ball handling error on Kiera Acuff. And the Pacers now lead at 17-4. Another serve, picked up by Long. Set at the net. Tip attack from Rhymes, kept going. Howard pops it into the air, sent back over. Bad dig there, and that's going to result in a point. Alondra Rivera didn't know how to handle it as it came right at her face. And the Pacers will take another point. Hookwater still back to serve. Dug on out by Cotton. High set from Acuff. They're going to just go with the overpass, but that's going to be a ball handling error on Rivera. Another point for the Pacers. Hookwater serving again. Bad reception there from Cotton, but they're able to save it and send it on over on the overpass by Rhymes. Hookwater to Howard. Alicia Hines putting it in there. Good dig by Rivera. Keeps the point going. Cotton high set. Overpass on its way from Long. Pacers corral it in their own end. Howard sets up for Sperlin, but Sperlin's attack goes a little too hard and sails out. Livingstone will get the serve back. Chantel Billups with it. Serve on its way. Allie Smith gets it. Howard sets it up for Alicia Hines, who just tips it on over, and that'll be a kill for Alicia Hines. And now we'll see Natalie Peralta, or as she goes by, Natty P. The libero for today's game, serving it up. A little miscommunication there, a little collision. Nobody knew who was getting the serve, and it's a service ace for Natalie Peralta. Yeah, Long and Cotton collided there. Just a brief collision, but it was just enough. Peralta's serve goes off the top of the net, but it's corralled by the Blue Bears. Sent on over. Pacers corralling it, however. Howard going to have to go with the bump over pass to keep things going. Set from Acuff. Tipped over the net. Allie Smith able to get that one. Howard sets it up for Kelsey Sperlin, and Sperlin's going to find the line for the kill. And Peralta again on the serve. High dig there for Long. Sent into the air. Overpass from Alston. Howard with the set. Abago attacks. Good dig there. Kept alive. And the overpass this time from Rhymes is good. Howard again setting it up for Kelsey Sperlin, who pops it over the blockers. Kept going though. Acuff. Tip over from Alston. Howard with a high bump set. Hookwater sends it on over. Acuff again with the set. This time an attack coming from Long, and that's going to be in there right off the back for the kill.
Kill to number 10, Stevie Cotton, and Blue Bears.
And Jakeisha Rhymes serves it up. Allie Smith receives the serve. Lauren Howard sets it up for Abago, who tips it over, and she just tipped it a little too far. And that'll be out. Another point for Livingstone. 22-7 your score. Pacers trying to close this one out early. Got to get the ball back first, however. Serve on its way. Hookwater receives. Howard sets it up. Kelsey Sperlin attacks off the blockers. Excellent block there from Asia Long and Imon Nelston. Excellent block there. Serve on its way. Howard with the set. Allie Smith with the attack, but they're going to blow it dead on a ball handling error. And Livingstone trying to creep their way back in. 9 points now. Still a lot of ground to make up. Hookwater gets that serve. Allie Smith on the attack from the set. Good dig there by Rhymes. Set by Acuff. Tipped attack. Howard gets to it. Peralta tries to save it. And it will be a point for Livingstone. Asia Long getting credited with the kill. Hookwater. Howard sets it. Kelsey Sperlin attacks. Good attack. Sent right back over to the Pacers' side. Allie Smith will get it started. And she will get the set from Howard, but it just sails out. Right idea, wrong place for Allie Smith. Missed it by a hair. Rhymes serves it up. Howard sets it up. Kelsey Sperlin attacks, and this time she's going to find the hardwood for a point.
Kelsey Sperlin, point Pacers. Substituting in for the Pacers, number 20, Juliette Narbonne.
And Juliette Narbonne coming onto the court, and Kayla Duggan as well. We'll see Howard and Sperlin step off for a spell. And Narbonne back to serve. Good serve from Narbonne. Set by Acuff, sent on over. Peralta bump sets it for Kayla Duggan, who taps it over the blockers, and they can't handle that one. That will be a point for the Pacers. Serve on its way. Another good low serve, but Rhymes able to read it. And the play blown dead. Ball handling error the call, and the Pacers get the point and take the set. Set number 1 goes to the Pacers, 25-11. We're going to take a short break and be right back for set number 2 between the Pacers and Livingstone Blue Bears. And USC Aiken Athletics and Volleyball are sponsored by Aiken Flooring. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. And the Concierge Team, a real estate boutique. If you're ever in the market for a home in the Aiken area, contact Mike Stake at the Concierge Team. And welcome back, folks, to set number 2. Marcus Johnson here from the USC Aiken Convocation Center. Pacers leading the Livingstone Blue Bears 1-0 after taking set number 1 in decisive fashion, 25-11. And we are ready to start up the second set. Kiera Acuff will be taking the serve to start things off. And Acuff serve on the way. Bonner with the set from Narbonne, and that's going to be slammed down by Julia Forrester for the kill. That was Kayla Duggan with the reception. Upper and Bonner have been doing that all season long. You'd think I'd learn by now. Juliette Narbonne will take the serve for the Pacers. Serve on its way. The reception sent right back to the Pacers side, gives them a chance to set up. Julia Forrester on the attack, and that's going to be a kill for Julia Forrester. Narbonne serves it again. Good reception, set at the net, and a good kill there. Chiquisha Rhymes just putting that one right down into the floor. No Pacer could do anything about that. And Alondra Rivera will serve it. 2-1 at the start of the second set. Good serve. Hookwater able to get it. Narbonne sets it up for Duggan, and that's going to be a kill for Kayla Duggan. Serve back to the Pacers' side. Julia Forrester will take it. Serve on its way, and it's a service ace for Julia Forrester. This time it's going to be a service error, not a service ace. And the serve goes back to the Blue Bears. Rhymes will serve it. Hookwater receives the serve. Narbonne sets things up for Duggan, who puts it right in the back corner for the kill. And Bryn Bonner and Alicia Hines heading on out now for the Pacers. Abago and Peralt head to the bench. Serve on its way from Bonner. Received by Rhymes, set at the net. The attack right off of Alicia Hines, and it's going to go out. And that will be a point for Livingstone. Asia Long gets credited with the kill. And Abago and Peralt right back out onto the court. Or, no, never mind, just Natalie Peralt out onto the court. Stevie Cotton serving for the Blue Bears. Hookwater receives that one. The set from Narbonne. Alicia Hines attacks. And that goes off a body, and it will be a kill for Alicia Hines. And Lauren Howard and Kelsey Sperlin now coming out. Duggan and Narbonne will take a seat. A lot of changes for the Pacers. In just a short amount of time, Howard will go right back to serve. Howard serves it on up. Bump set. Tip attack. Kelsey Sperlin able to read that, though. Lauren Howard sets it up for Julia Forrester, and that's going to be a kill for Julia Forrester. And Howard on the serve again. Set coming up. Here comes the attack from Rivera, and that's going to sail out. And it's another point for USC Aiken. Howard, good movement on that serve. Bump set from Acuff, sent on over. Julia Forrester digs that one out. Howard with the set, the attack from Hookwater, and that's going to be a kill off the top of the net, through the blockers and to the floor. And another timeout coming up from Livingstone. And before we go to a break, I'd like to thank the Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance, located at 129 Park Avenue Southwest in Aiken, South Carolina. For great life, home, car, and business insurance needs, contact Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. And we are back. Marcus Johnson here from the USC Aiken Convocation Center. Pacers leading the Blue Bears 1-0 and 9-3 in set number 2. Lauren Howard still back to serve for the Pacers. And Howard managed to hit the line on that serve. So that will be a service error, or just a mental error for Howard. Foot fault. That's the word I was looking for. That serve is out. And it's a point for the Pacers, so they get it right back. Basically the first time I've seen a foot fault in a match ever. Most matches pretty clean. Sent on over by Asia Long, but it's going to go off of the boards right in front of me. And that'll be another point for the Pacers. 11-4 the score. Hookwater still back to serve. Serve may have gone out, but is received anyway. Here comes the attack. Pacers having to scramble for it. Howard gets the overpass off. Set at the net by Acuff. Sent back on over. Natalie Peralt. Lauren Howard, Alicia Hines going for the attack, and that'll be a kill for Alicia Hines. And Hookwater sends it on over on the serve. Set by Acuff, the attack. Ooh, Howard has to go diving for it, but she's unable to get to it in time. That's going to be a kill for Asia Long and the Blue Bears. Serve on its way from Long. Ooh, a little miscommunication there, but Forrester able to send it on over, keep the point going. Tip attack, and that's going to sail out. Point for the Pacers. Keisha Rhymes looking for that side edge there. A little too much behind it. Allie Peralt serving now. Good serve from Peralt, received by Cotton. Set up and sent on over. Ooh, Hookwater had to dive for that one. Howard able to bump set it for Kelsey Sperlin. Good dig there on the Livingstone side. Overpass on its way from Billups. Hookwater gets the dig there. Set up by Lauren Howard. Tipped by Kelsey Sperlin, and she will get the kill.
16, Kelsey Sperlin.
And next serve from Peralt. Set at the net from Acuff. The attack blocked at the net. Kept alive, sent back to the Pacers side. Sperlin tried to slam it home. The Blue Bears able to keep things going. Sent on over. Howard gets the dig there. Natalie Peralt with the bump set. Here's the attack from Kelsey Sperlin. Ooh, good block by the Blue Bears. Number 4, Rhymes, and number 20, Alston. Back to serve now for Livingstone, Kiera Acuff. Serve on the way, Hookwater receives it. Lauren Howard with the set. Abago attacks off the blockers, kept alive on the dig. Set up by Acuff again. The attack sent to the Pacers side, and Abago and Sperlin couldn't handle it. That'll be a kill for Alston. Serve on its way. Hookwater gets it. Howard with the set. Julia Forrester attacks, and Julia Forrester puts it. Oh no, they're going to say that one's still alive. Sent over. Hookwater. Howard, tipped by Sperlin, and that's going to be a kill for Kelsey Sperlin. Well, I would have thought that would be a kill for Julia Forrester, but they said it went and did not hit the floor. Either way, the Pacers get the point. It's just a different player getting the credit. And Brittany French coming on out onto the court. French, the freshman, 6'0" freshman out of St. John's, Florida. And a whistle blown there. That's going to be a ball handling error. Another point for the Pacers. Lead now 16-7. Juliette Narbonne still serving. Billups able to receive that. Set by Acuff, tipped on over. Forrester kept it alive. Narbonne sets it up for French, who gets it off the top of the net. And that'll be a point for the Pacers. I believe that is Brittany French's very first kill of the season, according to my stat sheet. High in the air. And it's going to be sent on over. Hookwater right there for it. Narbonne sets things up for Julia Forrester. And it's a kill for Julia Forrester as Asia Long couldn't handle it. And Julia Narbonne serve right into the net. That'll be a service error for Narbonne, and the serve switches sides. 18-8 now the score. Here in set number 2, Pacers up 1-0. Alondra Rivera will serve it again for Livingstone. Good serve there. French able to get to it. Set from Narbonne. French attacks, and she's going to end up putting it into the net. And that will be a point for Livingstone. Serve on its way. Hookwater gets it. Narbonne keeps it alive. And somehow Hookwater able to keep it going with the overpass. And a ball handling error will result in a Pacer point. They had to really work for that one, and they get credited with it off of an error. And any point's a good point. And now Forrester serves it. Into the air. Sent back over by Wright. Overpass. Narbonne sets it up for Abago. Good dig there by Rivera. Keeps the point alive. Sent back on over, and that's going to land in. Forrester thought it might land out, but it landed right at her feet. And that will be a kill for Chantel Billups. Rhymes serves it on up. Narbonne able to keep it on her side with the set. Abago tried to get the kill. No avail, though. And a block from Okane Abago and Brittany French. Good block there from Abago and French. Two names you don't hear called too often, but making an impact so far. Bryn Bonner to serve now for the Pacers. Serve on its way. Rivera able to get the reception there. Sent on over on the attack from Billups. Pacers corral it. Narbonne sets things up for Hookwater, who shovels it on over, and that's going to be a kill for Juliana Hookwater. Bonner will serve again. Good arcing serve there. Set from Acuff. The attack. Great dig by Bonner, but sadly no Pacer could get to it. Forrester was the closest one, and it went way over her head and out. And Stevie Cotton right on the court, and she will go back to serve. 21-11 the score. Pacers trying to close out set number 2. Narbonne sets it up. Attack from Hookwater, and a good block from Acuff and Asia Long. Cotton serves it up. Peralt receives the serve. Narbonne sets it up for Hines, who gets it through the blockers, and that'll be a kill for Alicia Hines. Head coach Glenn Cox reorganizing his troops out there onto the court. And Brittany French will get the serve. Serve on its way. And it's a service ace for Brittany French.
On the court comes number 1, Kayla Duggan.
And Kayla Duggan coming onto the court now for the Pacers. Juliette Narbonne will head onto the bench. French still serving, 23-12, the Pacers lead. Serve on its way. Set by Acuff. The attack off the blockers. Good job there by Forrester to keep it alive. Set by French. Hookwater attacks. Dug on out by Rivera, sent back to the Pacers' side, and that's going to sail out. And it's a point for the Blue Bears. Chantel Billups serving it now. Julia Forrester receives that. Brittany French sets it up for Alicia Hines, who slams it down for the kill. Pacers get the serve back. It's set point, 24-13. Juliana Hookwater serving. Serve on its way. Set by Acuff. The attack tipped on over. Forrester able to get to it. French keeps it alive, and Peralt sends it over, but just out. And that'll be a point for Livingstone. Serve on its way from long. Peralta receives that one. French sets it up for Duggan, who almost got a great kill there, but a great dig by Livingstone kept it alive. French sends it on over, and it's a campfire kill for Brittany French. And that will seal the set, 25-14, the final score of set number 2. And they now lead it 2-0. We were going to take a bit of a break here, about a 10-minute break, as we get ready for the pizza game, which is traditional here at the Convocation Center. Pacers up 2-0 on the Livingstone Blue Bears. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And welcome back to the USC Aiken Convocation Center. Marcus Johnson here bringing you the action of the USC Aiken women's volleyball team taking on the Livingstone Blue Bears volleyball team. Bears up 2-0, taking set number 1, 25-11, and set number 2, 25-14. Some leading stats for you. Leading the way in kills for the Pacers is Alicia Hines with 7. Asia Long leads the Blue Bears with 6. Assists belong to Lauren Howard with 12. And Kiera Acuff with 9 on the Blue Bears. Service aces, Bryn Bonner's got 2 of them. She leads the Pacers. In fact, she leads all teams with 2 assists right now. And we're about ready to start up the third set. Again, Pacers up 2-0. Lauren Howard serving. Received by Cotton. High set, overpass on its way from Long. Peralt gets to that one. Set from Howard. Good block there on the attack by Obago. Kept alive and out. That will be a point for the Blue Bears. They lead it 1-0. A little change out there for the Pacers. Peralt back in her regular number 11 jersey. And the new libero out there is Bryn Bonner. Serve on its way from Acuff. Peralt gets that one. Howard with the set. Kelsey Sperlin attacks. Dug on out. Oh, and a great job keeping that alive by Rhymes. I don't know how she got that around the antenna, but she did. Point still going on here. Sent on over by Alston. Bonner gets the set there. Sperlin attacks with it. Set up, attack from right. Pacers keeping it going. Howard sets it up for Abago off the blockers. Back on over to the Blue Bears side. Kept alive, sent on over by right. Set by Lauren Howard. Hookwater attacks, looking for the back corner. It's going to go off a hand of Acuff. And that is a long point, but the Pacers come up the victors. And it's tied up 1-1. Hookwater serves it. Right. Receives it, set by Acuff. The attack breaks through the blockers, and it'll be a kill for Jakesha Rhymes. Alondra Rivera will serve it. Peralt receives that. Lauren Howard sets things up for Kelsey Sperlin off the blockers. Kept alive, though. Bonner with the bump set for Natalie Peralt. Again, great blocking here from the Blue Bears early on. Kelsey Sperlin pops it over the blockers this time. Kept alive by Rivera. Sent on over. Bonner able to keep it alive. Peralt attacks, and she's going to find the back corner for a kill. Well, Livingstone really has stepped up their game, especially when it comes to the block. They are getting up in that net, and they are denying the Pacers a lot of space. Okane Abago serves that one. Sent back to the Pacers side, and Alicia Hines gets denied. Kiera Acuff got up there and stopped Alicia Hines from doing what she does best, and that's making you pay for those reception errors. Jakesha Rhymes serves it up. Hookwater receives that. Howard sets it. Hines tips it over the blockers. Kept alive, though. Sent over to the Pacers side. Bonner. Peralt attacks. Breaks through the blockers, and that'll be a kill for Natalie Peralt. And Juliette Narbonne heading on out there. And Brittany French, who I confirmed at halftime, is playing in her first match of the season. Sent over to the Pacers side off the top of the net. French able to dig it on out. And they're going to get a whistle here. Pacers get the point. Legal attack is the call. That's on Livingstone. The Pacers come away with the point and take the lead 4-3. Narbonne serves it up. And it's a service ace. Miscommunication between Rhymes and Rivera results in the ace and the point. Oh, and just off the top of the net, Narbonne looking for that short service ace, trying to get back-to-back, but instead she'll take a service error, and it will be a point for Livingstone. Stevie Cotton back to serve for the Blue Bears now. Bonner gets it. Set from Narbonne. Peralt attacks, and it just misses the back line. It'll be a point for Livingstone. Stevie Cotton to serve again. 5-5, all tied up early in set 3. Bonner receives that. Set, the attack from Hines, and that's going to be a kill for Alicia Hines. Natalie Peralt gets the ball. She will serve it now. Off the top of the net, but it makes its way over. Billups kept it alive, sent on over by Long. And I'm going to say that was on the wrong side of the antenna. That will be a point for USC Aiken. Peralt serves it up again. Long able to receive that. Acuff sets it on up for Rivera, but it hits the antenna. And it's another point for the Pacers. Peralt on the serve again. Rivera receives that one. Acuff bump sets it. The attack from Long. Dug on out. Popped into the air by Bonner. And unable to come up with it was Hookwater. And that will be a point for Livingstone. Bit of a closer set than the first two. 8-6. Livingstone putting up a bit of a better fight now. Billups serve on its way. Peralt sending it back on in. Hookwater able to make an attack. Billups, he sent on over from Rhymes. Pacers scrambling to get it working. Hookwater attacks. Kept alive on the dig by Rhymes. Now Rhymes going to try to send it on over. She does. Bonner gets the dig there. Set by Narbonne. Hookwater sends it out, but it's off the fingertips, and it's a kill for Juliana Hookwater.
At the service line in the stylish logo jersey, Brent Bonner.
And Bonner serves it on up. Sent on over. Kept alive. Narbonne sets it up for Abago. Good dig there by Cotton, but the ball is out, and it's a point for the Pacers. Net violation, the official call. I was a little concerned there as the ball was heading my way. But no problems here on my end. Bonner serves it up again. Good reception there by Cotton. Sent on over by Rhymes. Narbonne sets it up for Abago. Off the blockers, kept alive. Narbonne pops it up, and that's going to land on the Pacers side. 4 touches is the call. That will be a point for Livingstone. Great effort, though, by Narbonne to almost get that one over. Asia Long serving. Off the top of the net. Oh, Bryn Bonner stepping up there. And Juliette Narbonne trips over her, but the point continues. Sent on over. Bonner gets the dig there. Brittany French sets it up. Peralt bumps it on over. Oh, and touching it was Stevie Cotton. It was sailing out, but Cotton couldn't pull back in time, and the Pacers get the point.
Substituting back in the quarter, they're taking Lauren Howard and Kelsey Spurlin.
Kelsey Spurn and Lauren Howard back out onto the court. Howard going back to serve. Howard serves it up. Cotton able to get it. Sent on over by Long. Peralt digs it out, set up. Kelsey Spurlin attacks off the blockers, kept alive on the dig by Cotton. Sent back over by Rhymes. Bonner bump sets it, a little too far, but the pace is able to recover. Abago trying to send it on in. Not going to happen, though. Sent over by Livingstone. Howard with the set. Hookwater attacks through the blockers. Great dig there. Abago pops up and manages to put it down in the right direction for the kill. Abago gets credited with that one, and the Pacers get another point. Howard serves it up. Good dig there by Billups. Sent over by Cotton. Howard sets it for Kelsey Spurlin. Popped into the air over to the Pacers side. Spurlin sending it right back. Acuff Shovels it over looking for that campfire kill. Not going to happen. Howard sets for Abago. Taps it over the blockers. Alston gets it. Sent over to the Pacers' side. Sperling gets the dig. Sperling now on the attack, and she's going to send it out. But it's off the fingertips, and the Pacers get the point. Kelsey Sperling credited with the kill. And a timeout coming up. The first one is set number 3, and we'd like to thank our final sponsor of the evening, Tyler's Tire and Auto Center. Located off of Whiskey Road and run by USC Aiken alumni, stop into Tyler's Tire and Auto Center for all your vehicular needs. And we are back here in set number 3. Pacers leading the Livingstone Blue Bears 2-0 and 13-7 in set 3, trying to go for the sweep. Lauren Howard serving things up. And the foot faults again. It's their second one of the evening. The Blue Bears will take the break and get the point. Serving it for Livingstone is Kara Acuff. Peralt receives that. Howard sets it on up for Hookwater. Pops it on over. Acuff sets it up. The attack from Rhymes is downed. And it's a block by Okene Abago and Kelsey Sperlin, and they will get credited with the point. And they'll get the serve back. Hookwater serving. On its way. Received by Billups. Tipped on over by Rhymes. Bonner pops it in the air for Peralt, and Peralt's going to get the kill there. Right off the hands of Acuff. She couldn't do much about that one. Natalie Peralt sending that one with all her strength. Serve picked up by Wright. Set by Acuff and sent over by Long. Howard with the set. Peralt on the attack off the top of the net. Kept alive, though, by Long. Overpass on its way from Alston. Howard sets up for Abago. Abago puts it down and off the hands of Billups for the kill. Hookwater still back to serve. 16-8 the score. Wright able to get that. Set from Rhymes and trying to send it on over, but putting it in the net was Chantel Billups. That's another point for USC Aiken. And another timeout coming on up. It's 17-8. Pacers leading Livingstone here late in set number 3. And we are back. Set number 3, Pacers up 2-0 and 17-8 in the set. Juliana Hookwater serving still. Picked up by Billups. Set at the net by Acuff and sent on over. Pacers can't scramble back in time on the dig error. And that will be a point for the Blue Bears. Keisha Rhymes getting credited with that. Just a bad dig on the Pacers' part and a rarity this season. Serve on its way. Peralt has to charge up to get it, and Howard sends it on over. Campfire kill for Lauren Howard. She caught everybody sleeping there. Now Okonebago serving it up again. High reception. Sent on over by Long. Hookwater has to dive for that serve. Alicia Hines sends it on over, and it's going to be a kill for, well, not a kill. Oh, it will be a kill for Alicia Hines as miscommunication between Rhymes and Rivera results in the ball just landing in between them. And Brittany French and Narbonne back on out to the court. Narbonne will take the serve. Serve on its way. Rivera gets it. Sent on over, but on the wrong side of the antenna from Shantavia Wright. And it's a service ace for Juliette Narbonne. Already adding to her total. Rivera gets the serve. This time Wright able to keep it on in. Sent on over by Rhymes. Bonner gets the dig there. Narbonne sets it up. Hines quickly sends it over off the blockers. Kept alive and through the Pacer defense onto the hardwood for the kill. Asia Long gets credited with that one. And Stevie Cotton onto the court now. She'll go back to serve. Serve on its way. Bonner receives that one. Narbonne sets it up for Peralt, who just taps it on up. Kept alive, though. Acuff popping it in. Sent on over by Long. Narbonne with the set. Peralt with the attack. Good dig there by Rhymes. Sent on over to the Pacers' side, and I don't think the Pacers were expecting that one. Kira Acuff just got a hand on it and directed it right over to the Pacers' area. Nothing they could do there. 22-12 now the score. Cotton serving again. Peralt hits it. Alicia Hines attacks through the blockers. Popped high into the air. Rivera having to run all the way off the court. Almost trips all over the stairs. That's a point for the Pacers. Good effort, though, by Rivera to not give up on that play. Almost running up the stairs trying to get that one. And Natalie Peralt will serve. They're on its way. Picked up by Cotton. Acuff pops it into the air. Sent on over. Bonner gets the dig, set, attack from Hines. Popped up again. Billups attacks, and that's going to hit the line right on that back line. Chantel Billups gets the kill there, 23-13. Billups serves it up, and that's going to be a service ace for Chantel Billups. Right on the back line. That's two in a row. One kill, one ace. Off the top of the net, Bonner able to get it. Set by Narbonne. Brittany French attacks with it. Dug on out by Cotton. Set by Acuff. The attack coming on its way. Bonner can't keep it in. Well, she could, but not very well, and Peralt couldn't handle it. And that is another kill for the Blue Bears. Phillips serve. Set by Narbonne. Alicia Hines attacks, and she puts it down onto the floor for a kill. And it is match point for the Pacers. 24-15 with Bryn Bonner serving. Bonner serves it up. Phillips gets it, and it's going to be an ace for Bryn Bonner to close out the match. 25-15, the final score of set number 3. Set number 1 went 25-11 Pacers. 25-14 was the second one. And as I just got finished saying, 25-15 for the third and final set. The winning streak continues. Pacers up to 19-2 and 19 in a row as they look to defend their Southeast Regional crown and try to gain some ground on region rivals Wingate, who at this moment is still undefeated. Be sure to stick around for tomorrow's game, which will be taking place at 7 p.m. against Payne College. Pacers will go on the road against UNC Pembroke, and then they will be back in action on the 27th against conference rival Flagler, which should be an absolutely wonderful match. But in the meantime, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one.